Welcome back to Digitbooks. In this section, we'll be talking about the revenue tracking. So this is the revenue tracking module, and this is the interface. So this interface, we have the total receivables, which is the total amount of money that is that has been documented so far, and outstanding receivables. Outstanding receivables means the monetary value that hasn't been paid. And down here we have the search by description, client name or revenue number. We have the sources, payment status, payment terms, amount range minimum, amount range maximum. Scrolling down, we have the revenue, import revenue. So as a user, if you want to create a new revenue, you come down here and click on this new revenue button. So when you click on this new revenue button, you have the revenue line, description, amount, date, payment status, payment method, client name, notes. So if you want to add a new revenue, what's the revenue line? So we have various options here. There's a drop down table that these the various options that the revenue line is aligned with. So if you want to say service, you can click on service. Option, the amount, the date, you can choose today or the previous days, payment status. Yeah, you have the pay, the pending, overdue, and cancelled. Payment method, where we have the bank transfer, the cash, card, cryptocurrency order. We have the client's name here, which is optional. And after you're done with all this computation, then you come down here to add revenue. So after adding the revenue, you can see that the interface has changed a little, where we have the total revenue, monthly revenue, quarterly revenue, latest revenue, total receivables, and outstanding receivables. All these are having the same value is because this is the only transaction that has been recorded. So if you have more than one transaction, either they are paid, either they are pending, they are going to be under different categories in each boxes. So let me add another one that is not paid. So I'll come here now to add a new revenue. So once I've added this again, we have the total revenue to be the same amount, monthly revenue, which is the same amount for this present month, the quarterly revenue, while the latest revenue is 30,000 naira because that is the latest revenue that has been computed. The total receivables, also known as the total revenue, and we have the outstanding receivables, which are the outstanding payment to be made. So down here, you can search via the client's name. Once you search via the client's name, you will see the description, the revenue records there, the sources, which is sales. You can see it has filtered out sales, while we have the services, also services here. Also, the status, if it's paid, you see paid. If it's pending, you see pending. If it's overdue, you see the revenue record. And if it's cancelled, you see the revenue records. While the payment terms, in this payment terms, we have the immediate net 15, net 30, net 60, and net 90. And also, you can clear all the filters from here. Also, the amount range in minimum. So the minimum amount that has been recorded, you can type in 10,000. So that's the minimum amount recorded, and it applies to both the 30,000 and the 55,000 because it's minimum. So if I want to try 40,000, you can say it only brings out 55,000 because 55,000 is greater than 40,000. And also in this side, the amount range in maximum. I'm going to bring 55,000. But once I type in 60,000, or let me just say, once I type in 20,000, no revenue is found because the amount range maximum is 30,000 and the list is 30,000, which is above 20,000. So that's how this revenue interface works. And you can import revenue by browsing through your files. So when you browse your files and get the particular file you want to import on this page, then you open it and you import it. So once they have all the revenue record that they should have, it's going to get imported in this page. Moving on, you can also export your revenue data. By the time you export your revenue data, after data, your records based on your work, based on your preference and choice. And you can also come here to check your financial integrity. And this financial integrity just tells you your gross profit, the net profit calculation error, and if the company is operating at a loss or at a profit. So mere looking at this, we can see the company is operating at a loss because the total revenue and the expenses, the expenses is greater than the total revenue. So it's operating at a loss. So that's all we have for you on the revenue tracking interface, and I hope